I've dealt with that my entire career. I've always wanted a team where, everything doesn't rely on me, and, now I'm in that position.
Do you kind of think offensively you might have to fit in at times and shoot or different stuff?
Well, I'm pretty sure it'll be many games. I may have, 4 attempts, and it may be some games where I'm the leading scorer. So I look at that as a positive. I mean, I don't have to be the guy every night, and I've dealt with that my entire career. I've always wanted a team where, everything doesn't rely on me, and now I'm in that position.
2 more questions.
Have you just thought about what the starting lineup might be capable of? I mean, there's legitimately 5 All-Stars in the same starting lineup.
I mean, the potential is scary. I mean, that's obvious. But, of course, it's going to take a lot of hard work, and and dedication, and also a lot of sacrifice from not only myself, but, other guys on the team as well. So, and I think that's something that we all are aware of, and, that's something we accepted already. And I think that's why these guys wanted me to also be a part of this team. And like I said, the potential is scary.
Demarcus, you guys are obviously all-stars, but just the fact that you have relationships with them, with Team USA, where do you think that might go into play with the integration process and everything?
It kind of goes back to that, sacrifice. We've done it before. We know we're capable of doing it. And just that alone, I think that helps us a lot moving forward. I'm coming in just playing my part. I do whatever it takes to help this team win. I mean, of course, I'm in a position where I'm able to play for a championship, and every NBA player's goal is to win a championship. So I'm coming in and I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Steve Kerr, the head coach, joining us right now. Steve, thanks for joining us. Where were you when you got the phone call that Demarcus was coming, and what was your subsequent reaction?
Well, I was actually with Bob Myers when it all happened. I drove up from my home in San Diego up to LA for free agency. We were going to meet with somebody else, and Bob called me and he said, "You're not going to believe this, but we have a shot at Demarcus Cousins," and caught us all off guard. Wow. And we just felt like we didn't have enough All-Stars, so
we only got 5 now, right? So from the time that you got the call from Bob Myers, your general manager, until it was a done deal, how long did that span take? Did it happen that quickly?
It happened in 1 day. So Bob literally got a call that morning, and we had a deal by, I think, 5, 6 o'clock LA time.
Okay.
It's crazy.
You're well liked, but from your colleagues in the aftermath of the signing, was it a congratulations or was it some profanity?
Crickets.
What was the conversation like when Demarcus actually spoke with you about coming to the team and the overall philosophy and being a part of it?
It was great because, we wanted to make sure it made sense for both sides. And, obviously you hear you can get Demarcus Cousins for the mid-level, yeah, let's do it, but you got to cover some ground. And so my first question was, what are you going to do when we go up and down the floor 7 straight times and Steph and Clay jack every single shot and you don't touch the ball? Because that's what Kevin had to face. And he said, I have no problem with that. I know you guys are an elite team. And the beauty of our team is that is what happens. And then the next game, Kevin's going to be the guy getting tons of shots. And whoever's hot, our guys like to feed that player. And so he talked to me about playing defense and rebounding. He wants to be a passer. He's a great passer.
Over 5 assists per game.
5 assists per game. Come on, he's got a tremendous feel.
Yeah.
He's a monster on the block. So, okay, how do you incorporate him, understanding what you said, that the guys on the perimeter are going to get a lot of shots? Is there a way to play the way you play and at times feature Demarcus?
I think there is, and I think the challenge of figuring that out is going to help carry us next year. This year was difficult enough just with the journey, trying to do it 4 years in a row, getting to the finals.
Correct.
So there were times this year where we needed something. I was hoping for anything to give him a spark, and I think actually having Demarcus and the challenge of trying to fit him in will carry our group at times. I think they're really looking forward to the challenge of it.
You got a chance to play differently, and so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And, you know, we like to throw the ball into the post anyway. We don't, but we usually do it with the idea that we're going to get our shooters open. Right.
Correct. You run a lot of split actions and stuff to get people open.
Yeah, but now we'll throw the ball in there to score too, which is exciting.
Well, we're just going to give you some perspective on the embarrassment of riches that you have with a graphic here. So amongst the stars on your team, 25 all-star selections. That's more than 5 different organizations.
So, you know what that graphic tells me?
What's that?
The coach better not screw up.
Congratulations, by the way, on the extension. Well-deserved.
Thank you.
3 titles in 4 years. It's really incredibly well-deserved. So congratulations.
I'm just excited to keep going with the Warriors. I love living in the Bay Area. Love working with Bob Myers and the whole staff, Joe Lacob. We obviously are in the midst of this incredible run, and I didn't want to leave this, that's for sure.
New arena next year too, right?
A year from now, yeah. So one more season at Oracle, which leaving there will be very difficult because we love Oakland and we love Oracle. The atmosphere there is incredible, but this new stadium is going to be something, and that'll be fun.
Steve, let's talk about some of the front court guys, not just Demarcus, but you recently re-signed Kevon Looney, and Damian Jones has had some pretty good moments so far in Summer League. What's the prospectus for him?
You know, he's really athletic. He can shoot the ball 17 feet out, 18 feet out. He makes his free throws. You can throw him a lob. We really want to see what he's got. He's played in the G League the last couple of years, almost extensively. And he's done a great job with his development. Our coaches down there, Aaron Miles and their group, they've done a great job with him. And we're ready to throw him out there and see what he can do. So he'll get his chance this year for sure.
He made a nice move on a low block here early in the game. Really quick first step. I was telling Mark, in the NBA Finals, he would have a chance to work out before the team would hit the floor. And the live body, you know, I just wonder what his ceiling is. Yeah,
well, we think it's high, you know, and he's been behind a lot of good players the last couple of years. We've had so many centers, and you know, the guy who he could play the role of would be JaVale McGee's, you know, diving to the rim and catching lobs, that kind of stuff.
All right, we're going to take a short break. Steve Kerr, thanks a lot for joining us, Steve.
Thanks for having me.
Maybe you can get some players signed someday.
We're going to try.